Okay, so we're going to now get into the first element of the coaching toolkit, which is the wheel of life. And I'm going to let Jess explain the wheel of life, and then she's actually going to mark one up for us.
I'm going to demonstrate for you.
Yeah,
yes.
brilliant. Okay. So take it away.
So the first step in the coaching toolkit is for you to actually look at where you are now. So because in order for you to decide where you're going to go, where this journey is taking you, it's really important to take an honest appraisal of your current situation. So what I'd like you to do is take a look at the wheel of life. So we've got one here.
So and just underneath this video, there's a link to it. So you can just click on that and open it up and you can print it out.
Okay. So if you look at the wheel of life now, it has 8 different sections. Now these 8 different sections represent the different areas of your life. Now they may be different for you. The areas might actually be different for you, but I've just picked 8 general areas that I feel represent or can represent, you know, our full lives. So feel free to change the sections to suit you if you know there are other areas that you would like to include. Okay, so the idea is that you rate each section on the wheel out of 10. So, and with that, you'll be able to see how bumpy your wheel would be, or how bumpy the wheel that represents your life is. And this is about, remember, this isn't about saying or acknowledging necessarily that things are bad or things are particularly good. It's more about looking at your current situation, an honest appraisal of your current situation. And what you do is you mark each area. So for example, with work and career, if work and career for you was a 4, you would mark it here. You put a line here, 4. If money and finances for you were a 2, you would put it here. If health and well-being were an 8, sorry, you'd put that there. If friends and family were a 9, you'd put that there, and so on. So you mark each area of the wheel depending on where you are in life right now. And when you've done this, you join all of your lines together. You can see mine's very neat and tidy. Okay, so you get the idea. And that gives you an idea of how bumpy your wheel is as you currently sit or stand. And when you look at this, look at each area and watch what each number represents. So I've put here, just as an example, that my health and well-being is at an 8. So what does that 8 actually represent for me? I feel that I exercise well, I feel that I eat well, or whatever it is for you, what your mark is and what it means for you. And just think about, this is where you are now. By the end of the course, or in 3 months' time, or in 6 months' time, whatever timescale you want to work to, where would you like it to be? So if work and career, for example, is at a 4, where would you like it actually to be in another 3 months' time? Would you prefer it, so using a different colour, would you prefer it, for example, to be, I'm not using a different colour, okay, so using a different colour, for example, in 6 months' time, I would like my work and career to be at an 8. And so then you work your way through the wheel where you would like things to be in a particular period of time, realistically where you think you would like to move these areas to. And you go all the way around. And again, joining all your lines. Then the next step, once you've done that, is you see that your wheel is perhaps a bit smoother, is to start to think about what needs to change in each of those areas to get you to where you want to be. So if you're currently a 4 in your work and career, because perhaps you're not doing work that you really love, work that really lights you up, or perhaps you're not doing as well, if you're already in work, you're not doing as well in your job as you would like to be doing, what things need to change in order for you to get to where you want to be, to move from that 4 to that 8. Do this exercise, write down where you are, write down where you'd like to be, and write down 3 key things as you sit here now that you think you would like to change to get you to that next level, and see what comes up.
I think it's important to note that they can come back and revisit this wheel of life. So, towards the middle of the course or towards the end of the course, kind of look at it and just check and see, are you moving in the direction you want to go?
Absolutely. And with the actions that you put in there, or the intentions that you put in to get you from where you are now to where you want to be, remember that these are you can pivot on these as well. So it could be that to move you from your 4 to your 8 in your working career, at this time you may think, I need a pay rise, or I need to change location, or I need to work from home more, or I need to find a part-time job. And it could be that, and that's for 6 months time, but in 3 months time you find that actually a part-time job isn't right for you, and perhaps you want to start a business. And so those actions between the 4 and the 8 might change slightly. So as Joy said, yeah, absolutely revisit where you are, but this is a starting point for you, a starting point to start to set some real intentions for a specific period in time.
Thanks.